The Importance of Sex by Sam Weir. Who does not discover the importance of sex will be a victim of the sexual traumas so common today, and which degenerate into sexual deviations, making for U.S. future and irreparable sexual tragedies. If all things in nature come from that mold called God, we, the miserable human creatures, would not be an exception. Therefore, we can affirm without fear of being mistaken that we are infinitesimal particles of that same creation, and that we have taken body as a manifestation, in an unconscious state, as a particle of God. In light of the truth, we have to affirm, based on experience, that matter is the medium that divinity uses for its manifestation, starting with a cell called sperm and egg. This is the etymology of the human being. In such a way that the human seed, our seed, is the condensation of that infinite principle, of that universal cosmic substance, which descends into the fruits and nutritional substances that we ingest. From that creative substance, the human laboratory manufactures the seed, and thus we are born, develop, reproduce, etc. But the human being has been concerned with perfecting, analyzing, classifying, studying the seeds of the vast majority of species. The only one that he has not been interested in purifying and classifying is his own, to the point of reaching a very advanced degree of degeneration of the human species in its physical, moral, social, political, etc. aspect. However, despite multiple scientific advances in the material realm, there is almost nothing he has done to transform his own species. Atheistic materialism has led human beings to the most terrible denial of God, clinging to matter, without giving an explanation of why it becomes energy and energy becomes spirit, and the spirit comes from God and vice versa. That is, that no matter how many times they try to hide the origin of all things, we could not hide these scientific aspects that are visible to any person of average culture. That is why the improvement of the human seed is essential, through a conscious, etymological, and theological study of the very root of our own existence. This tells us that improving our seed would improve social quality. So it is necessary to begin a scientific process that changes lower quality values into higher type values. But for this, it is a priority above all to understand the importance of sex. For many years, sex has been considered taboo and has always been banned by humanity. Talking about sex was something like being excommunicated. However, humanity accepted all the vices, aberrations, sexopathies related to sex. It was since the 60s that the concept of sex has been changing a little, but unfortunately, for the most part, in a negative way, which instead of elevating and regenerating humanity, has been increasing its corruption. Let us not confuse sex with the obscene, the rude, which serves only to satisfy animalistic passions, where we plunge into the abysses of infrasexuality. If we thoroughly understand what sex is, we will realize that it is creative. Through it we conceive, through it we are born, etc. This great creation of nature and the cosmos would be impossible without sex. Plants, animals, and human beings reproduce through sex. What would happen if we took away sex from all living species? Well, our planet would become a moon, a corpse. In this way, sex is the most beautiful and important thing in creation. And what if we scientifically channeled our creative energy? There is no doubt that we would become beings of a superior type. Who does not discover the importance of sex will be a victim of the sexual traumas so common today, and which degenerate into sexual deviations, making for U.S. future and irreparable sexual tragedies.